Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review on the MAC Warm Rose Mineralized Skin Finish. So, I've been talking about a lot of highlighters on my channel recently, and the highlighters are quite in your face, very pigmented kind of highlighters, whereas I wanted to talk to you about a different kind of highlighter, a very subtle highlighter for the people that don't like highlighters right in your face. So this one is perfect for you guys that don't like a lot of highlight but you want a bit of sheen going on, not too much. The Warm Rose Mineralized Skin Finish was actually in a collection from MAC a little while ago. I can't remember what the collection was called, but I think it was called Future MAC or something like that. And there was two skin finishes within that collection. There was Other Earthly, which I do have, which I might make another video, and there is Warm Rose. So this is described as a, if I just show you, it's a light neutral pink beige in a satin with warm pink reflex. So if you're looking at it there now, it looks just like a bog standard powder. It looks very much like a powder. Yeah, it's nothing really that good going on in the actual pan itself, but when you put it in sunlight or a bright light, you can actually see the pink reflex. So if I zoom you in a bit, you might be able to see the pink reflex. So I have zoomed you in. I don't know if you can actually see the pink reflex going on, but it's pretty much it looks like a standard powder, but is a very, very pale pink with a little bit of shimmer in it, which is pink reflex. I don't know if you can actually see it or not. I don't know. This is the swatch here of the product. That's about 3 layers of the product. As you can see, it's a very pale pink. It doesn't give off a lot of colour, and hopefully you might be able to see the pink reflex or a little bit of shimmer going on. But yeah, it's very, very light in colour. There's nothing much going on apart from that pink reflex, which I absolutely love. The packaging is new to me because I haven't bought anything from MAC in a long time, and they have redesigned their packaging. So the Mineralized Skin Finishes have this nice black sleek packaging, which is always sleek, that always do it, and then they've got a little see-through bit at the top, which I quite like because you can actually see the product, you can actually see what the product looks like without having to open the lid and faff around with that. I do like it. It's just a lot easier. It's still domed, as in the product is domed, so you do get a lot of product in there. As you can see, I don't know if I'm showing it correctly, but I do quite like that shape, and I do like the packaging it comes in. It feels sturdy enough. I just really like it. It has the name on the back of the product. If you had skin finishes before from MAC, then you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to say what MAC actually have on their website about this product. They say a luxurious, slow baked, velvety, soft, domed face powder with radiant finish. Strategically buff onto, add highlights to the high points of the face, or blend all over for a sheer luminous polish to the skin. Features are 77 mineral complex and vitamin E. So that's what they say on the website. It is very soft, it feels very velvety, it's lovely, it's very finely milled as well. It's just lovely product to work with. It doesn't feel hard or anything, it's very soft in the texture. It's very pigmented actually, because you only need a tiny bit to actually get any of the powder out. I think this is a very dusty product. What I mean by that is when you put the brush in, it creates a lot of powder fly off, or whatever you call it. So I don't know if I can show you, but you see what I mean? There's like a lot of product escaping. I don't know if that actually showed you very correctly, I don't know. but it's very light in colour, so pale people like me, it'll be perfect. But for warm, deep skin tones, might find it looking a bit ashy on them, and it might be completely visible on darker skin tones. This is what that warm, deep skin tone thing I found on Temptalia or something like that website, because I know for pale skin people like me it'll be perfect, but for deeper and warmer skin tones might find it looking ashy and not brilliant on you. It's very pigmented, so you need a tiny bit. I do love the pink reflex which is in here. You can't really see it in natural daylight, as in at the moment I'm sat away from the sun, but if I was actually sat in the sun then you'd be able to see the pink reflex, or if you're under bright light you'll be able to see the pink reflex. But on, you know, if you're in the shade then you won't really see it that much, but it really will come out when you're sitting in the sunlight, as per with every highlight really. As I said, it's very subtle shimmer, so you'll need to build it up if you want much more prominent highlight, but if you put 2 or 3 layers on then it looks a bit of a highlight as such. It's not going to be too much, not be cakey or anything, and you can actually use this all over the face, as they say in the what Mac say. You can do that if you want to, but for me, I've got oily skin, I wouldn't do that because I don't look like a oil ball. You know, I try to avoid looking oily, so for me that won't work, but for some people it could be. Apparently it's less shimmer than that Hourglass ambient lighting powder, so it's more of a kind of a powder, but a little bit of shimmer in there as well. As I said, I don't know if I said actually, but it's easy to blend all over. It didn't take much to blend and buff out, and for me it lasted about 7 hours on me before it started to fade. Obviously everything starts to fade after 7 hours. You can still kind of see it there, but it's not as prominent as when you first put it on basically. And yeah, it's just a brilliant product. So I'm going to zoom you in and show you what it looks like when I do a bit of a swatch with my highlighter brush. Okay, so there's the product there. So I've got my highlighting brush by Skinfinsh. This is the one I always use. This is the F35 brush. So I'm going to pick a little bit of product up, and then I'm going to put this on my cheekbones. Hopefully you'll be able to see this, because it's so light in colour you might not be able to see it that much. Can you see it, people? I don't know if you can, but I'm hoping you can. There's the second layer. Can you see it? Ooh. Let's do a third layer. 3 is always best. I don't know if this is picking up whatsoever, but I'm hoping it is. Let's do the other side for you very quickly. I can actually see it flying in the air at the moment. I can see it flying around. Hopefully you can actually see this. I'll do a third one. So can you see it? I'm hoping you can actually see it. But yeah, if you can't see it, it means it's very subtle, very light in colour. It's not going to be too much. So I'm going to zoom you out now. So yes, that is what I think of the MAC Warm Rose Mineralised Skin Finish. Hopefully that wasn't too jumbled and too fast paced, but I'm trying to speed up my videos because I know I ramble on a lot, and you know, 18 minutes for a review video is a bit ridiculous, but I'm going to try and do it quicker and yeah, make the video quicker basically, and so you don't get bored. So that was my review on the Warm Rose Mineralised Skin Finish. If you've got any questions, then leave below and I'll try and answer them as best as I can. But yeah, hope you like this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!